Well, time for another great candidate conversation, and this time I'm happy to introduce you to Travis Couture. He is running for the House of Representatives in the 35th Legislative District, position number 2. Travis, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to talk with you.
I'm happy to be one of your last interviews
Oh,
here.
come on. It's not about me. We're talking about you right now. And we're talking about you getting ready to put your hat in the ring and you're running. I've seen the signs out there for the second position in the House for the 35th District. This is a big deal. It's a big honor to be able to represent folks. Tell us a little bit about yourself for those who don't know.
Yeah, uh, it is a big honor and something I take very seriously, representing people, and it is about the people. And I'm Travis Couture, and I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. I served on submarines, USS Alabama and Nebraska. And after I got out of the Navy, many people know that I kind of tag team with Dan Griffey and um, had helped him and Drew McEwen win their House seats, and now Drew McEwen's moving up to the state Senate, which opens up this House seat. So it's pretty competitive, but now I am a program manager for Lockheed Martin. Um, for the Fleet Ballistic Missile Program, and it's something I'm really proud to do because I get to continue to work with the Navy and the Marine Corps every day. We manage a little bit over $1.8 billion of strategic assets and effort for over 300 employees. So it's a job of strategic deterrence that I take really seriously and I'm proud of. And by extension, kind of continue my service to the country as well. And now me and my wife and 4 kids, they're all school age. We live in Allen, and they go to school in the North Mason School District. And I'm really concerned about a few things that we see in the state today. Public safety being number one. Respect of law enforcement, and as a dad, our test rates or testing standards in the schools. I think my kids' schools, the comprehension in math is like 14%. I don't think that's good enough, and I think that we can do a lot better in that area. I mean, the inflation is high. We got to get our economy back on track. Um, Anyone who fills up a gas tank knows the pain nowadays,
Uh-huh.
and I think people are really energized right now to finally go a different direction in Washington State, and I look forward to being a part of that.
35th District is a large district. It goes up into Kitsap County, all of Mason, and now even a little bit more of Thurston after the redistricting. And there's a there's just a wide variety of folks that live in the 35th. How are you able to kind of connect with everybody from the north end all the way to the south end?
Yeah, it's interesting. They, I think if you look at a map, the 35th district's almost the size of Rhode Island.
Uh-huh.
So with the gas prices being high, my truck trying to put up signs, it's a lot to
I
a
bet.
lot of money to get around the district. But if you're a candidate like myself, or even Dan or Drew running for re-election in the 35th, you know that it just takes a lot of hard work and a lot of time and effort to go and talk to everybody. Luckily, I work in Kitsap County. I live in Mason County. And now that we have more of Thurston County, so I've dedicated a lot of my time down there. And it's actually where I'm going after this,
Okay.
going down to Rochester.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, it's a big district, the 35th. You mentioned some of the issues, gas and driving around in the 35th, like you said, can be a real struggle for folks. We know that the Shelton and parts of Mason County are kind of bedroom communities
Yeah.
to the city of Olympia and up to the base there in Bremerton. What are some things that you're looking at, some either past legislation that failed to kind of make it through to the signature of the governor's desk, or possible new legislation that's out there that looks likely and looks to help the folks in the 35th when the whole state?
Yeah. I'm a Republican. The Republicans are trying to win the majority this year, and things are looking pretty good because we're leading with the message of public safety. Uh, Personally, we have to start respecting our law enforcement, and we have to give them the funds, the resources, the tools, the training that they need to keep our communities safe because we've seen a big uptick in rising crime, especially, and it's all throughout Mason County. It's not just Shelton. And then kind of related to that, the homelessness and drug issue. And so people know that the government is spending a lot of money, but doesn't seem like it's ever getting better. And so I think that, we need more deputies in Mason County for sure, or even across the 35th. Um, there's there was a Jeff Holy bill introduced the last couple sessions that would have, dedicated some money for pay incentives or hiring incentives, because we have a hard time competing with the bigger counties.
Mm-hmm.
We have like what, 5 deputies on any given shift to cover 1,000 square. I'm stealing all of Ryan Sperling's talking points, but 1,000 square miles of land, and that's tough to respond to calls, and especially criminals are coming over across from other areas into ours because it's a soft target. And so bills like that, trying to roll back some of those what I call absurd police reform bills that really handcuff the police. And then also, we had a big budget surplus, and it's probably going to continue. And so they spent it like drunken sailors, but we'll probably still continue to get the revenue. And I think that what people in this county need, especially in these high inflationary times, is tax relief, whether it be property tax or sales tax or both. I think if you've got like a $15 billion surplus, you can probably have some property tax and sales tax relief, or a mixture of the two. And then on top of that, I would like to see, at least while we're dealing with these high inflationary and high gas prices, a holiday of the state gas tax,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the highest gas taxes in all 50 states.
Mm-hmm. How has the reception been for you? I know you have ran in the past for certain things, and then you spent the last couple of years kind of behind the scenes, and so this is a little more of back out in front of folks.
Yeah, I well, jumping back into it again, I knew that there was people upset and angry, and to some extent I am too, and just energized to try to make a change, not just nationally but in our state. Um, we have a governor that has now over 800 days of emergency powers. Um, we just struggled through 2 years of COVID pandemic. So people are really energized, and so when I first got out there, I couldn't believe it, because I've been doing this a little bit here and there for 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, it was like, you could talk to until your face went blue, and maybe some people wouldn't care or listen. But now that's not the case. People are coming out, people I've never seen before, new faces, people in our age group with kids. Um, and so that's a really good thing for our elections, I think, and really good to have more people involved. But the energy is definitely there, and I've been feeling the love. We just had a campaign kickoff at Vets Memorial Hall in Shelton. We had over 100 people attend, and we're able to raise a generous amount of money. And in 10 years of doing politics in the 35th, I can't recall a bigger campaign kickoff than that.
That's great. You're online.
Oh yeah,
What's the website?
www.traviscouture.com. Last name is Couture.
He's running for the 35th Legislative District, House of Representatives, position number 2. I'd like to introduce you to Travis Couture. Travis, thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.